The story of Ajoke the Lazy Girl. A long time ago, in the heart of HBU land, there lived a beautiful young girl named Ajoke. Ajoke's skin was smooth like fresh palm oil, and her face glowed like the morning sun. But while people admired her beauty, everyone also knew something else about her. Ajoke was very lazy. Ajoke was the only child of Baba Alamu and Aya Alamu, a wealthy couple who owned many farmlands, goats, and traders in palm oil. They loved their daughter dearly. Whatever Ajoke wanted, they gave her: beads, wrappers, gold earrings, and delicious food. But Ajoke hated work. She would rather sit by the window, painting her nails with camwood, eating kola and meat pies, or sleeping under the shade of the mango tree while other girls fetched water, swept the compound, or pounded yam. One day, Baba Alamu and Aya Alamu became worried. "Our daughter must learn responsibility," Baba Alamu said, stroking his grey beard. "Yes," Aya Alamu agreed, "if she continues like this, she will disgrace us in the future." So, they gave Ajoke a big bag of cowries and naira notes. "Ajoke, this is yours," Baba Alamu said. "Use it wisely. Learn to take care of yourself." Ajoke smiled sweetly and bowed. But in her heart, she laughed. "Why should I stress myself? I will use this money to pay others to do everything for me." And truly, that is what she did. She paid one girl to sweep her room, another to braid her hair, another to cook her food, and yet another to wash her clothes. Ajoke herself did nothing but sleep, eat, and admire her reflection in the broken mirror her mother had given her. But money, like smoke, does not last forever. Slowly, Ajoke's bag of cowries grew lighter. One morning, she opened it and counted only a few coins. "Huh! What will I do now?" she cried. Her helpers, seeing that Ajoke could no longer pay, left one by one until she was all alone. Her house became dirty, cobwebs filled the corners, her clothes piled up unwashed, and her pots were empty. Ajoke just sat on her bed, scratching her head and sighing. One afternoon, as Ajoke was dozing, she heard the voice of the town crier beating his gong. "Bobo Ilu! Hear ye, hear ye! The queen has announced a great feast at the palace. Prince Aditanji is searching for a hardworking and noble wife. All maidens are invited." Ajoke's eyes widened. "A feast? With plenty food and drinks? And if I marry the prince, I will never work again in my life." She jumped up in excitement, dancing round her dirty room. But her joy quickly disappeared when she looked at her wardrobe. All her wrappers were torn, and her slippers were worn out. "Huh! I cannot go to the palace like this. Prince Aditanji will not even look at me," she thought. Reluctantly, Ajoke decided to find small work to buy a new gown and shoes. "I will just work for some days, get the money I need, and stop," she told herself. The next day, she went to the bakery of Baba Onipinu, a kind old man in the town. He asked her to bake 10 loaves of bread. Ajoke tried kneading the dough, but after a while, she was panting and covered with flour. "Oh, my arms are weak. How can I make 10 loaves?" When Baba Onipinu stepped outside, Ajoke took paper bags, folded them into the shape of loaves, and placed them in the basket. On top, she arranged 3 real loaves so it looked full. When the old man returned, he praised her and gave her a bag of cowries. Ajoke smiled and ran away. The next day, she worked for Baba Elu Oja, a fruit seller. He asked her to separate rotten oranges from the good ones. "Oh, I cannot soil my fingers," Ajoke said. She only arranged the fresh ones on top to cover the bad ones below. When the old man came back, he was impressed and paid her. Again, Ajoke ran off. She repeated this trick with Aya Abaik, the washerwoman. Instead of washing clothes properly, she dipped them in water, turned them inside out, and hung them on the line. The poor woman, thinking the clothes were clean, gave Ajoke her pay. One by one, Ajoke tricked different people in the town until she gathered enough money to buy a sparkling gown and shining shoes. Finally, the day of the palace feast arrived. Ajoke dressed herself, tied her gele, and powdered her face. She looked at the mirror and said, "Prince Aditunji will surely choose me." At the palace, drums beat loudly, dancers entertained, and the tables were full of pounded yam, egusi, fried fish, and palm wine. All the maidens stood in their finest clothes as Prince Aditunji and the queen entered. Ajoke stood tall, her chin raised, expecting to be noticed. But just as the prince approached her, a loud voice shouted from across the hall. "That is the lazy girl from my bakery," cried Baba Onipinu, pointing at her. "Yes," shouted Baba Elo Oja, the fruit seller. "She deceived me too and collected my money." "And me," yelled Aya Abaik, the washerwoman. One by one, the townspeople exposed Ajoke's tricks. Murmurs filled the hall. Guests turned to stare at her with anger and shame. The queen stood up, her beaded crown glittering. "Ajoke, beauty without character is empty. A princess must be hardworking and honest. You have shown neither. You are not fit for royalty." The guards immediately escorted Ajoke out. Ajoke learns her lesson. She returned home in tears, her fine gown stained with dust. For the first time, she felt the pain of her laziness and deceit. The next day, she swallowed her pride and went back to Baba Onipinu's bakery. She knelt before him. "Baba, forgive me. I deceived you. Allow me to work, even without pay, so I can learn." Surprised, Baba Onipinu agreed. Ajoke worked from morning till night, kneading dough, cleaning the floors, and selling bread. For the first time, she sweated from honest labor. She also visited Baba Ilu Oja and Aya Abaik to apologize, helping them freely until they forgave her. She cleaned her own house, washed her clothes, and even borrowed cookbooks to learn how to cook. Little by little, Ajoke became a changed person. She began to save her earnings instead of wasting them. She discovered the pride that comes with hard work. The new Ajoke, years passed. People no longer called Ajoke the lazy girl. Instead, they called her Ajoke Oni, Ajoke the hardworking one. She became known not only for her beauty but also for her kindness and diligence. Though she never married Prince Aditunji, she built a good life with her own hands, respected and loved by the town. And whenever she felt tempted to be lazy again, she remembered the shame she suffered at the palace feast. Moral of the story: a lazy hand brings shame, but a hardworking spirit brings honor.